regulations following the Grenfell tragedy. There has been much attention on the decision not to recommend that all combustible cladding be banned in future. Our political editor, Tim Donovan, is in Westminster, and Tim, quite a reaction to this.
Yeah, it is, and even though, I mean, this is clearly quite a wide-ranging report, the focus has so far today been very much on this issue of cladding and why there has not been an outright ban on combustible cladding. And this was the key political exchange here today.
Having listened carefully to concerns, the government will consult on banning the use of combustible materials in cladding systems on high-rise residential buildings.
It really beggars belief that this report continues to give a green light to combustible materials on high-rise blocks. And I say to the Secretary of State, don't consult on it, do it.
Amanda Beckles is from a community organisation in the area monitoring how the government, local authorities are responding to what's happened at Grenfell. I mean, what's your reaction to the fact that there's no outright ban announced today?
I think it's actually outrageous. I mean, the cladding was one of the major causes of the fire. We all saw it peel down from the building, and I really don't understand how Hackitt could say that it's one of many things. It was one of the major things that caused that fire.
But haven't we got to trust a detailed inquiry of this sort that looks at building regulations? When you see a recommendation, for instance, for a new regulation authority, don't you take some kind of comfort from that?
Well, it really just depends on how effective that regulatory body is. We have lots of regulatory bodies, and, you know, Grenfell still happened. Lots of things are still happening that shouldn't.
But hard that it might be for many people to accept, she is saying that it's just much more than cladding, so that this is an opportunity to really tighten up things. That's got to be welcome, isn't it?
It wouldn't have been that difficult to ban the cladding. The cladding is banned in other parts of the world. I really don't see how she could write a report like that and not ban it in this country. It's a missed opportunity. It's absolutely ludicrous.
But you'll be looking, and you're not saying that you don't welcome the other measures here, like, for instance, greater enforcement, that you've got to enforce the existing regulations there are now.
Absolutely, you do have to enforce regulations. We always have to. But, you know, the cladding needs to be banned. This is something that is kind of, it's just a missed opportunity, and I really don't understand how she could do that at this critical time for all of us. A year on from the tragedy itself. It seems pretty callous to me, actually.
Amanda Beckles, thanks very much indeed for being here with us. Back to you.